Alright, here we have Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Just right up front, I mean, this isn't really a guitar song. It's all pretty much keyboard, horns, and bass. But the keyboard sounds kind of twangy enough and plucky enough that it could be very easily be transposed for guitar here. And of course, you know, there's been like a really cool cover of this by Stevie Ray Vaughan where he pulled it off and made it sound pretty cool. So we can just arrange it here for guitar, have it sound pretty rad, I think. And we get this main riff right off the top here. And before we start into that, if you want to try to get this sounding exactly how the recorded version is, the recorded version is in E flat, so you would have to tune your guitar down a half step so you get that E flat instead of E. Or if you're really creative, just take everything I'm showing you here and play it a fret lower. But I'll just show you here in just standard tuning. Okay, so this will be in the key of E, so it won't match exactly if you're trying to play along with the recording. Just a heads up on that. But yeah, pretty basic here. It's just a cool little riff for the keyboard. And it's going to start here with a couple of pickup notes and then get into the riff that just repeats. So we're going to start here. We're going to be at 5 on the E, and we're just going to hammer on the 7. Okay, and then we're going to go 5 to 7 on the A. Okay. All right, just a few little pickup notes to get into the main pattern here. All right, and then we're just going to hit open. Okay, and then we're going to go 7, 5, 7 on the A. Okay, 5 on the D. Okay, back to 5 on the A. And then 5 to 7 on the A. Okay, and there's some, you'll notice there's some little like stops in between some of the notes where you can just kind of hit a dead note. Okay, so just keep the notes just short and choppy, kind of plucky, you know. Alright. Then we go 5 on the E, 7 on the E, 5 to 7 on the A, 5 on the D, back to 5 on the A, 5 to 7 on the A. Okay. Alright. And you can keep this pretty loose, you know, you don't have to nail all these notes the exact way at the same time. Just keep it kind of loose, kind of funky, let it flow. Get the basic pattern down there. Okay, so just once again from the top, slowly. Okay, and like I said, you'll notice once we get to the end of it, it just goes from that open E note. It doesn't, you know, go from the very beginning, okay, because those are just a couple pickup notes to get into it. Alright, and like I said, you can just kind of keep the pick moving throughout the whole thing. Just hitting dead notes in between all the regular notes. It's kind of more of the advanced method, I guess. Okay, so you're just hitting those in between. And, you know, like I said, if you want to do it like the Stevie Ray Vaughan style, like he was just straight up, just wailing away, just a continuous down and up. And just fitting the notes right in between there where they go. So I'll show you a little bit of that. You can just do, because he always did that kind of, that shuffling kind of vibe anyway. Okay, so you're just kind of muting the strings and just letting the right notes through as you want them. Kind of tricky to do slow, but yeah, you just get that to speed. Just kind of adds some rhythm and some funk to it, I guess. And there's, during the verses and all the main riff there's not really any kind of, guitar strumming a chord or any chord just happening there. It's mostly just that riff with some horns and bass. But it's all pretty much based on this E minor 7 chord here. Okay. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could just, if you want to just do the rhythm part for this, you could just kind of, add some little E minor 7 accents through it, however you like. Whatever you like, just E minor 7, let it rip through there, however you want. Alright, now we can get into some of what the horns are doing here. Pretty cool stuff. You could do it for guitar, and it sounds cool, I think. And this here, we're just going to come up to 9th fret on the G, hit it a couple times. Okay, now we're going to go to D string here. We go 7, 8, 9. Just kind of roll it over. Okay, and then we go 7. And then we go 9 on the D. Back to 9 on the G. Okay, so. Okay, and then we go 9 on the G. 7, 9 on the G. Okay, and then we do a little scale here where we go 7E, 8B, 9G. And then you can just slide that 9 out. Alright, and you just put it together slowly here. Alright, and you can do some chords for the chorus here. Like I said, mostly it's just kind of the horns filling in the chordage, I guess. And kind of an interesting little progression here, where it just kind of up one, down one, down one. It's going to start here with the B7. Okay. Okay, one measure's worth. And then come up to C, just up a fret, C7. One measure. Back to the B7. And then down a fret to the B flat 7. And then from there, down one fret to A7. And we let that ring for a couple measures. So cool little progression here where it just kind of shifts one fret at a time. I kind of enjoy it. So. Okay, so after a couple measures of that A, it's just kind of a dynamic measure here to get back into the main pattern. And it's going to be a funky chord here where it's a B7 with a 9 added on. So we're going to play that this way, where we're doing 2 on the A, 1 on the D, 2 on the G, and then just hit the 3s on the B and E, Just get that kind of funky, nasty chord there. And we're just gonna just hit that 4 times, like dynamically. Okay. And then back into it. Alright, as far as what the horns are doing during the chorus, kind of a little riff here, but it's basically just following like what the chords are doing, just single notes out of it. It's going to do 7 on the B here, and then it'll do a little bit of a riff here where we go 7G, 6G to 4, just a really quick little pull off. Okay. Okay. Alright, and then we come up to 8 on the B, 1 measure, back to that 7 B, to the 7, 6, 4 pull off on the G. Okay. And then to end it, we just do 3 measures, just hit the 5 on the B. Alright, and then it'll like kind of join that dynamic chord at the very end where we just kind of hit some B notes. So 7 on the E here. Okay. Okay, and the horn riff right after the chorus. Pretty basic, just some measured notes here. We go open E. Okay, 1 measure's worth there. Couple measures. There we go. 3B, 2, open B, back to 2, and then just end it with 2 on the D. Alright, and at the very end of this song, you get this kind of spooky little horn riff going on here. And pretty simple, it's just 2 on the E, measure, 3, back to 2, open E. Alright, Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Get some really cool arrangements for guitar in there. Stevie Ray Vaughan really did a fine job doing that. Hope you enjoyed it. Had some fun watching it. Learned a little something maybe. I'd appreciate the subscription from you. That'd be fantastic. Take a look in the description box for links to tab books and all the gear I use. Until next time, remember, superstition ain't the way. We'll see ya.